And welcome back to What If? Pre-recorded Tuesday, going up on Wednesday. This is part 3 of What If Gohan had gone Super Saiyan against Nappa and Vegeta in the Saiyan Saga. We left off essentially with Semi-Perfect Cell being born, Vegeta and Trunks coming out of the hyperbolic time chamber, and Goku and Gohan going in. So, right off the bat, should be noted that Piccolo did survive. And I would actually imagine that because Vegeta would, they would probably find Piccolo. Piccolo did actually survive barely. Give him a senzu bean, everything works out right. Goku doesn't come and teleport him out there, but Trunks maybe finds him, gets him out of there real quick, then goes back. Vegeta, meanwhile, overall that goes exactly the same. They let Cell become perfect. So the question is going to become, what happens with Goku and Gohan? Both of these guys know Super Saiyan. At this point, I do say Goku's the slight stronger of the two, because he just has a higher base form. But the question is, what happens? Goku, they both hit perfect Super Saiyan in there. I do believe that. Gohan, I think, because Gohan has had Super Saiyan much longer than Goku at this point, and has been using the form a lot more, had a better understanding of it, and they've had discussions about Gohan's rage before. They had to have a discussion with Chi-Chi about that, and everything along those lines. I think we see Gohan fully reach. I think it's entirely reasonable to say Gohan reached Super Saiyan 2 in the hyperbolic time chamber, and actually has legitimate access to Super Saiyan 2. Like, he can do that at will. First couple of times it was just a rage boost, but now he could do it at will. Goku, and here's the thing. One second. Goku's still only Super Saiyan. I would say, though, his Super Saiyan form is stronger now because because he has Gohan to train with, and Gohan learned Super Saiyan 2. There's Bonds on the background. He's got a stronger training partner, so he's got someone better to push himself off against. But that doesn't mean he's going to be like super. Like, again, I think if I want to guess, Gohan and Goku's bases were right around 50 and 55 million respectively. Goku was around, I want to say, around 55 million base-wise, and Gohan was around 50 million, which doubling, I would put Gohan around 5 billion when he went Super Saiyan 2, which makes sense. Here, I do imagine Gohan is still around 250. He'd be about Goku's power level, if not, or Goku's power in the original series. So 55, so when he powers up to Super Saiyan, it's actually more like 5.5 billion. But Gohan, I imagine, is just at a solid 6. It's not much, but he's at 60 million. So when the Cell games come, they berate him and all that. When the Cell games come, they're all ready. Goku goes first because he wants a chance to fight Cell first, and it goes about the same. The Goku fares a little bit better. He's not quite as tired out as he would because he's a little strong. He's actually now basically equal to Cell. So ultimately he still gives it to Gohan. This time though, Gohan is prepared. See, the difference between Gohan in this version and Gohan in the original version is that Gohan is actually more of a fighter, more willing to accept the responsibility of the power that he had. Great power comes with responsibility. He's more willing to do that, which ultimately leads to him facing off against Cell. So they fight this, but Gohan's also not going to take this anywhere near as casually as Goku did. So Gohan, maybe goes Super Saiyan a little bit, and then just says, no, screw it, Super Saiyan 2. And because he's now had enough time to to train with Super Saiyan 2, just enough. Because, yeah, he got cocky, and that's what screwed him over initially. But that was his first time doing it. Give it a couple of times going Super Saiyan 2, he learns to rein in his arrogance and ego just a little bit. He will just flat out kill Cell. That's what he'll do. He'll flat out kill Cell. So ultimately he does. I think he would still mess with him a bit. I think he would still mess with him just somewhat. And for the sake of Krillin's virginity, we'll say that he does punch Cell in the gut, cough up 18, but then he just Kamehameha him out of existence. Now we deal with a different scenario here. First, they wish back everyone that Cell killed, and then remove the bombs from his androids. That's still a thing. But now we have several different things that are different here. A, 16's still alive. B, Goku's still. What is this? A, B, Goku's still alive. C, Trunks didn't die, so that's not a huge one. But 16 and Trunks and Goku are still alive. So now we get to the 7 years of peace. What? Now we know for a fact nothing happened in the 7 years of peace. So ultimately, it was stupid for Goku to actually stay dead. But what happens here? Well, obviously, I always contend that Goku eventually could reach Super Saiyan 3 on his own, even as he was alive. But I always contend that if he's already reached Super Saiyan 2, usually, by the time of the Cell games and before the 7-year skip. Otherwise, I don't think he does it yet. But I think Goku will be knocking on the door of Super Saiyan 3. He'll be knocking on the door. Also, Vegeta will be a lot more chilled out. Because he'll still have Goku there for the occasional match or roughhouse spar, whatever. He'll still have Goku there. And then 16 also, I think he actually goes. I think he rangers the shit out of that park with 17. I think they're all happy, hunky dory. So yeah, I do think I think that happens. Goku, Krillin and 18 eventually get together and have Marin. That happens. Now here's the thing. Gohan, what happened? First off, Goku and Vegeta will definitely reach Super Saiyan 2. That's a given for me. Where does Gohan stand? Well, obviously Chi-Chi still wants Gohan to be more of a scholar type than a warrior. But at the same time, conversation-wise, or should I say, story-wise, we've had the conversation with Chi-Chi before because Gohan reached Super Saiyan and he's got all this power. Chi-Chi, look, I understand. I understand you want more from him, but you have to understand too that at the moment, and this is before Goku was Super Saiyan, he's stronger than I am, and I'm not going to be around forever to protect the Earth, and someone has to be here to protect the Earth. Maybe Gohan should be, maybe he shouldn't be, but at the same time. And can you really put things at risk for them? I think that kind of conversation would work on Chi-Chi. I think eventually it would get to her, and they bring it. So what we would have is here's the thing. I think Gohan, because it's now a year of peace, I don't think Gohan gets vastly. I think he does probably improve a little bit because he's got his dad there now, has a little brother too to train with. Goku trains Goten, so Goten I'm going to say is stronger than Trunks. But Gohan, I think he gets a little stronger. Because I put him around Goku's can level, I'll say he's probably like 60. We'll even put him at 70. We'll put him at, I think 70 is a good number. So 7 billion overall. He does get stronger, but he's more than anything is he doesn't get weaker. That's the big thing. He doesn't lose power. He, at the very minimum, maintains the power he has through the occasional spar with Goku, Mr. Piccolo. Piccolo will come back down every now and then, not just training on the lookout. He'll get stronger too. Piccolo won't be vastly stronger, but he'll be stronger than his canon counterpart. So, you have all that going on. Ultimately, and Satan, Hercule Satan is still like the champion of the world, all that kind of stuff. But... and remember, I do recall that the camera got blown out when Goku, or they got destroyed when Gohan went Super Saiyan 2. So when he goes Super Saiyan 2 the second time, against Cell, the camera's out, so they can just make the assumption Satan still beat Cell. So he's still like the world's hero, all that. So we cut to basically the start of the Buu saga. Gohan's going to school. He ends up, Videl takes that curiosity interest with him. She wants to train. She asks him to train her to fly and stuff like that. So now here's a big difference. She ends up meeting Goku. It's like, so wait, you're Goku? It's like, yeah. It's like, oh yeah, your dad, right? It's like, and Gohan, and Goku also understands. Like, we should probably not tell her that I was the one who saved the world. I'm like, yeah, but Train's like, oh yeah. It's like, wait, Goku, and then because remember. Here's the thing. I don't think, did they ever, at least in the Buu saga, or in the initial days of that, did she ever hear of Goku's name? Because remember, her dad is the world's martial arts champion, which means she wants to surpass her dad or something like that, and be a martial arts champion in her own right, at least at that time. She should know other martial arts champions. Could she know who Goku actually is? I mean, it's a tough question to answer because that was probably at least 10 years ago. No, that was like over 12 years ago in Dragon Ball history. Because where Goku won the martial arts tournament, that was about 5 years prior, give or take. 5 years prior to Dragon Ball Z. And then you factor in 7 years for the time gap, plus another year or two going on in between them. 3 years? That's almost like 20 years ago. So actually, no, it would make sense that she wouldn't know who Goku is. But oh, you're Vidal, you're the world's martial arts champion. Oh yeah, I actually won one of those myself in my day. It's like, what? It's like, oh yeah, my dad won and I think it was like the 20 something. Yeah, he won that. Was it? And then she remembered. Wait a minute, what you? And then she remembers the fight. She remembers from her childhood the fight between Goku and Piccolo. And I imagine Piccolo might also be there training, getting to know Go. See, I would imagine Goten and Piccolo could have gotten along really well. I mean, Piccolo has a father-son relationship with Gohan. Why didn't he ever try to do that with Goten, I wonder? But because Piccolo hangs out there, he knows Goten a bit more, and, that he's kind of like helping Goten. And then she recognizes Piccolo's like, what? It's like, oh, yeah, me and him really did, took a day. Yeah, who knows? There's another one coming up, too. Hey, Chi-Chi, can I? It's like, fine, but only because we need the money. And then Vidal's now like, oh man, it's like, who is this? Who are these? What is this family? Like, anyway, let me show you how to fly. So that will happen, and then you cut to the actual martial arts tournament, and again, Goku hasn't hit Super Saiyan 3 yet. Power-wise, Goku and Vegeta, I think Goku is still the stronger. He's probably hitting 100 million. Vegeta's probably hitting about 90. Because remember, his power level was equal to Goku's when he got the Majin symbol, which tells me his power was not equal. And we know that getting the Majin on you increases your power to some degree, increases your abilities. So, Vegeta probably was a couple like about 10 or so million below Goku at that point, and then it evened him out. Likewise, in this, Vegeta's probably like 85 million, whereas Goku's probably like 100 million. So we then cut to the actual martial arts tournament. All the pairings are about the same at this point. Gohan's also become the Great Saiyan, which was always stupid. So, you'll have Krillin fight that fat guy. I don't remember that. His name, Pui or something like that. Not Pui. Because that's the Bobby's henchman. Puar, something like that. Anyway, that happens. I think there was a couple other ones that happened. And then we have Piccolo and Supreme Kai. He backs out of that. Videl Videl would be actually stronger, I think. Not by much, but actually having some Goku training would not hurt. So she'd actually train with them. And she'd actually be able to put up a much more solid... I mean, she was kicking Spopovich's ass anyway. He just had the power to withstand her and tie her up. I think now, and she maybe was able to harness a little bit of an energy blast. And, she kind of just stuns him like a Hadouken! And just, blasts him off. So, ultimately, but she would, she might win, but I don't think so. I think we still get that rage boost with Gohan. And then, Kibito and Gohan. That goes about the same, reveals it, and then even Vidal's is like, huh? And, then Yama's supposed to steal its energy. So, if we're putting him at 70, he'd be at 6, I believe. Put Boo's power at around... Oh, that's not good, because I put Boo... He was stronger when he fought against Cell. Which means he lost a fair bit of power. I think he's like a 5, and he was about half of that, which actually means, because if I did the math right, half of Gohan, they even said Gohan was stronger against Cell at Super Saiyan 2. And Deborah is as strong as Cell. That's confirmed. As perfect Cell, probably. But Gohan, so Gohan's probably like around 3.5 billion, and Cell was around 4 billion. That means Boo's initial power was about 7 billion, and Gohan's power is about 7 billion. Because I tend to do these things a little on the fly. I have some ideas mapped out in my head where it's going, but I tend to do them on the fly. That just occurred to me. It's like, all right, let's see how much Majin Buu is at full power. It's like, what? It's like, yeah, Majin Buu is at full power. Imagine that. Yeah. So already, it's like Boo's released. They sense that, like, oh shit. Even Vegeta, who has yet to go evil. It's like, what? What is this power? So now they have to square off against the released Buu, who eats Deborah. It goes from power 17 to around 11 billion. Now Goku and Vegeta are like, oh, everyone's just there. It's like, boo! Then everyone powers up. Gohan's now, full power 7 billion. I believe Vegeta would be putting Vegeta at around 8.5 billion, 10 billion for Goku. So power-wise, they can all gang up on him and actually beat the crap out of Buu. But Buu's body is so tricky that even Goku, that Super Saiyan 3, though he says he probably could have beaten Buu, Fat Buu, he just decided not to. So there's gonna be a massive brawl. Piccolo's gonna get involved, but they're gonna see his body's tricky. I know Shin's not gonna be killed, but he is gonna be seriously hurt. Gohan's also gonna get pretty hurt. Ultimately, though, it's gonna be Goku and Vegeta, and basically the combined final Kamehameha with the final Flash, full power, all out together puts them right around 19 billion, which is just, Kame Final Flash! Ha! Boo! And that being said, also, I think a couple of them would get turned into candy, but they would stop Buu from eating them, just in time. And then they use the Dragon Balls to turn them back. So ultimately, yes, I think they would, because it's everyone fighting Buu this time. Everyone is against Buu. So you have multiple people fighting Buu. Multiple people who are close to Boo's power at this point. They would defeat Buu, I think. And Bobby's like, and then Shin gets up because the god sends him for him. And then just like, yeah, no. And then just blow Bobby to hell. So ultimately, yeah, I think the Buu saga does get stopped. Even if Bobby tried to possess Vegeta or Piccolo, it was originally the idea for Piccolo to become possessed by Bobby. Which is an interesting concept. Majin Piccolo actually would have been kind of fun. But we got Majin Vegeta, which also gave us some of the best scenes. Like, you may control my mind and body, but there's one thing a Saiyan always keeps, his pride! I think that's one of the coolest, that's just one of the most Dragon Ball Z moments ever. That's like one of the quintessential Vegeta moments. To which, eventually you kind of just say, shut up about your goddamn pride. You put this world at risk too many times. Shut up about your goddamn pride, Vegeta. How dare you insult my... Ow. It's like, yeah, shut up about the pride. Okay. You want a bean, Dad? Yes. If he's a super duper Saiyan, I'll find a way to become a super D-duper Saiyan. Dragon Ball Z Abridged, the most recent episode. Oh my god, it's so good. I love Team 4 Stars Dragon Ball Z Abridged. I love it. Anyway, and by the way, Goku's send-off in the Cell games in the Abridged, I think was even better than in the original one. Because they used that to actually acknowledge character flaws in Goku towards his son, and then him kind of making at least a little bit of amends. I thought that was brilliant. Just really well done. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, they stopped the Buu saga, and then they wish Kibito back, and everyone gets brought back to life, essentially. And then, 18 eventually wins the tournament. Though 16 still around, I don't think 16 would participate. I think 16, 17 just keep to the, out there. But ultimately, yeah, it's like Vegeta would be pissed because I didn't eat. It's like, screw it, Kakarot! You and me, right here, right now. It's like, all right, best buddy, we've already saved the world, so why not? And then it's like, well, are they always like this? It's like, yeah, Vegeta is. It's like, all right, and then just, they have a solid just knuckle. It's basically the Vegeta versus Goku fight, but they don't need to risk about killing each other or anything like that. Goku does eventually come out on top, just barely. I was like, hey, you're getting better, best buddy. He's like, I will surpass you, Kakarot. So yeah, I think the Boo saga comes to an end right around there. Again, really because you have multiple people, even Piccolo and Gohan, who aren't anywhere. Well, Piccolo's particularly, but Gohan, who aren't as quite as strong as Vegeta and Goku at this point, could still lend a hand in some way. And maybe Piccolo kills Bobby like he did or tried to anyway initially in the series. Anything could happen in that regard. You can point out you can make up your own scenario if you'd like. But yeah, because it's Vegeta and Goku, and then them cheek to cheek, because they have liberated like Super Boo's copy in the inside Boo. Ultimately, though, yeah, I think they would working together defeat Boo. I do think that. So we're gonna leave it there. Part 4 will be going into Super. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll review it at some point. I just for would win Star Wars, Superhero, Magic, What If, anything I do on the channel. Put that in the comments below as well. I'll get to that at some point. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.